All right, y'all. It's your girl Stella back here once again. And y'all, let me tell y'all something. The last couple of weeks have been like a train wreck. You know, being a federal employee and, going to work each day with a level of uncertainty. But let me tell you something. One thing is for certain. God didn't make no junk when he made me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make no junk. He did not make no junk. And I stand firm in believing that God got me regardless. But I'm going to tell you something. Woo! Baby, let me tell you something. Them emails and those memorandums and all that different kind of stuff have been driving your girl crazy. I'm like, listen, y'all can keep the emails. I'm not going to sign nothing. Y'all can keep them emails. I'm not going to do nothing at all. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to continue to do my job for the veterans that I serve. I'm going to serve my nation. I'm going to serve my veterans. And I'm going to get my paycheck and I'm going to go home. And when y'all decide that y'all want to send me to the house, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the house. And I know without a shadow of doubt that God is still God. And he is sitting on his throne. And he going to provide. And he going to make sure your girl good. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to approach that too. Federal workers, government workers. And let me go as far as to tell y'all this. Because I see a lot of y'all out here making these comments. I be seeing y'all make these comments like, oh, federal workers don't do this. You know, you being a hater when you do stuff like that. Because I'm going to tell you something. One thing about Stella, I work every day that I log on to the computer because, baby, I'm on production. They watch everything that I do. Everything been watched for years on what I do. They keep track of what I do. So saying all federal, baby, let me tell you something. They get the paycheck that I get from the federal government, I earn it. Okay? They track everything that I do. Okay, them little breaks that they give us, 10 minutes, and then a 30-minute lunch, baby, that's all I get. I got to be back on the clock because I'm on production. And I don't know if it's nobody else out there like me, but it's a lot of us that's on production. They watch everything we do. So y'all can be quiet talking about some of us federal workers don't work because, yes, we do. We work harder than some of y'all on regular jobs. And while some of y'all sitting back here at regular jobs, y'all do understand that a lot of these jobs, let me just make this very clear, a lot of these jobs have federal contracts. A lot of these jobs, from doctor offices and down to regular offices and jobs and stuff like that, y'all do know that a lot of them have federal contracts, all right? Y'all do understand that a lot of our supplies and things that we had to purchase had to come from small businesses, black-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses. Y'all do know that we had to use a lot of those when we bought supplies back, especially back. I can't really say for certain right now because I don't do that same job. But when I was in acquisition, baby, we had to use those businesses first. We had to use those businesses first to make sure that those businesses got the government funds, right? So you had these small corporations and stuff like that that had contracts with us. Not Lowe's, not Home Depot, not Walmart, not all these places. We had to go through these smaller places, these small businesses, right? So while everybody that talking about federal this and federal that, y'all do know that it trickles down, right? Y'all do know while you happy, some of y'all are happy that federal workers, because y'all feel like they don't work and y'all feel like this and that and y'all got so much to say or it's not of a concern to you. You do understand that the job that you may work at right now may have a federal contract. And that may be the reason why some of y'all have the jobs that you have, because they have to fulfill some of those federal contracts and have the manning to be able to do these federal contracts. You do understand that now. Everything trickles down. It has an effect on the other one. The federal government supply a lot of businesses with jobs. So you got these businesses where you work and they could say, oh, okay, we're not doing federal contracts with these. We're not doing that. We cutting off all federal funding and contracts. And then they start laying people off at your job, at your private job. All right. So you have to be very, very careful. While it's okay to feel like the government is picking off one set of people and picking off another set of people, and watch and realize that there are effects to that. You know how many contracts, even places that make simple stuff like freaking wipes. We had to order wipes. We had to go through small businesses and stuff like that and use these businesses to buy things from. And they have manning at these facilities to do that because they have federal contracts, or they're getting federal money. So if the hospitals and stuff like that don't have to use these businesses no more, and they start using only big corporations, it's going to put a lot of people out of jobs. A lot of people are going to be affected. Okay? So I just want us to be mindful as a people right now and unite as a people and realize that it's bigger than just, it's just federal workers. No, it's not going to be just federal workers. It's going to be some of these private sector jobs that's affected as well. It ain't just going to be these federal jobs, okay? All right? So I just want us to realize that as a people, we got to stop being haters. We got to stop hating on everything. Well, we're going to save and cut some money. Oh, we're going to save and cut some money. And all the time you working at a warehouse that has a federal contract. Or you working in a medical facility that has a lot of medical supplies and it's listed as veteran owned or veteran ran, women owned, blah, 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 all these different businesses that's under these, probably we can almost say they're like DEI. You know what I'm saying? All of these type of businesses that we use first, and now we don't have to because you stripped it away. They don't have to. Guess how many people are going to be affected by losing those jobs because they don't have the federal contracts anymore. The regular hospitals ain't using them because they going to the minimum, the place where they can pay the least amount of money. All right, so I'm just saying, y'all, it's bigger than what we think, or that it's just affecting one sector of people. All right, it's your girl Stella, y'all. It's hard being a federal worker right now, but let me tell you something. I believe, trust, and depend on God, and I hope that you all, federal workers, people that are impacted with these cuts and all that different kind of stuff, I just want you to stay encouraged. All right? Just stay encouraged. We got this. We got this. We got to stay strong. We got to stay together. We can't be hating on each other. And we just got to make it through this tough time, y'all. We got to make it through this tough time. God going to get us through. We going to get it through one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, one step at a time. All right? It's your girl Stella. And y'all see I got my little headband on because it's almost Valentine's Day. You know. Auntie got places to be, y'all. Even if she ain't going nowhere at all.